Hey beautiful people, thank you so much for being here. A lot of you have been wondering why a lot of women are sexually dissatisfied. And I've talked to many women in the past, and along with reflecting on my own personal experiences, that I find that one of the things that really keeps a woman from being fully satisfied in the bedroom is that it usually takes a woman's body and arousal to increase and to get turned on a lot more slower than it does for a man's body arousal. It's a really amazing Taoist philosophy mentioning that women's body and arousal is like water and a man's body and arousal is more like fire. Imagine a pot of water on a stove. When you light up the fire, it lights up quickly and it burns really fast. That's like a man's arousal pattern. That's how it generally will show up. And a woman's is usually the water inside the pot. It might take a little longer for the water to fully heat up and to fully get hot and initiated, but once it is, it will last longer and it will endure a long time. So that's why it's really important to pleasure the woman's body first, really get her turned on, aroused, filled with so much pleasure that she is really craving you, really craving to satisfy you, to give you pleasure as well, so that there can be this mutual engagement and reciprocity between the connection. Generally, a woman's body will take a minimum of 30 minutes just to get aroused, to be ready for penetrative intercourse. In a lot of circumstances, sexual intercourse usually only lasts between a lot of couples or a lot of individuals between 10 to 25 minutes. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's totally natural and fine to have a sexual encounter that lasts for 10 to 25 minutes. You're really thrusted in passion in the heat of the moment, and that can be really sexy and hot. But to make your usual sexual encounter experience more memorable, why not have it last an hour or 3 hours or even 6 hours, half a day if you have enough time in your schedule for that? And that all happens when you dedicate spending more time first with pleasuring the woman's body and allowing her arousal to build up and build up and build up. And that way she'll be fully desiring to make sure that you are ultimately fulfilled in your pleasure as well. And also over the span of the time that you're building up, it really engages each other emotionally. You're able to go in depth and create that emotional connection with each other, which is also really important and key for a woman's pleasure in her experience as well. And not saying that you can have sexual experiences that are dissatisfying without the emotional connection, but it will go a lot more satisfying when you have that time together to really connect on deeper levels. So just to recap, one of the main reasons why women are experiencing dissatisfaction in the bedroom, and that sometimes they'll end up faking their pleasure and their orgasms because they might be experiencing pain when they have been penetrated too quickly, or if things are going too fast, they'll want to get it done and over with, but they won't want to hurt your feelings. So they'll sometimes not be fully authentic in the connection so they can avoid any conflict. And one of the main things to avoid that is to really spend a lot more time building up arousal for the woman's body first and really pleasuring her first. And then the second point is, when you build up enough time and arousal before penetrative intercourse, it builds that emotional connection that really allows satisfaction at its deepest core, because a woman's heart is activated, her pussy is activated, she's feeling connected to you and your depth and how you're able to hold her in your presence. And that's what really truly makes it satisfying, no matter how long of experience you have in your sexual encounter. It's those two qualities that are really going to change your experience and make things even more better for you. So if you like what you've heard, and if you're interested in hearing more, you can check out the links below and come check out my website. It's www.zaharaxdevi.com, and you can feel free to follow me on Instagram at ZaharaXDevi, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.